Max Aroma just sent me 2 fragrances from Moresque Parfums. This one is Majestic Blue and this is Velour Noir. 2 incredibly unique niche fragrances and ones that don't get enough love. Max Aroma is one of my favorite places to get niche fragrances. They have a ton of selection. You can try out samples. You can get started in the niche game. And I find them fantastic, great customer service. Now, Moresque Parfums is a brand that I hadn't tried, and so I wanted to get my hands on them. They sent me these 2 for review. I wasn't paid anything. They just sent me the bottles and said, hey, give your honest feedback. What do you think of these fragrances? So these are very premium bottles, very nice, and they are niche. So they're not gonna be your classic designer fragrances. You are paying a premium for a niche brand. One thing that I love about niche fragrances is they are so unique and different. They're not trying to be as mass appealing as a designer fragrance. They can go in that direction where, not everybody's gonna love them, but they're gonna be super unique and you might find something that you never thought you'd like. I have tried these out for a couple of days, put them on my skin, tried them. We'll start with Majestic Blue. Majestic Blue is very unique. Pressurized atomizer, always nice, not necessary, but it's nice. This one opens up citrusy, a little bit like lime, lemon, kind of zestiness in there. You also get this like combination of like some creaminess and sweetness. It's like a summer, spring, freshy, but creamy in there, which is such a different like scent profile. For our note breakdown on this guy, we have top notes of grapefruit, lavender, and lemon. So there you kind of have your citrusy notes, but then you have a little bit of that smooth lavender. I love lavender in fragrances. It really adds a nice extra undertone to it. And then for our middle notes, we have amber, benzoin, and iris. Again, amber in fragrances, always nice. Boss Bald Absolute, that kind of ambery sweetness that comes out. And a little bit of iris, which is very interesting. It almost gives it that powderiness. So I think that's what I'm getting is you get that citrus, you get a little bit of the creaminess and sweetness, but you also get that iris, who just gives it a little bit of a powdery side to it. Very, very unique. And then our base notes, we have cedarwood, musk, and tonka bean. So this is a very unique combination of notes, but to me, it honestly works really well. So it's a freshie that's also sweet and almost wintry. So it's like 2 worlds coming and colliding. Very different. It's not gonna be as mass appealing as something like Dior Homme Cologne. That one is a little more date night mass appealing. This one is niche, a little more unique, has extra character to it. So just expect that. But Majestic Blue, I really like it. Out of these 2, this one is the more unique in my opinion. And moving on, we have Velour Noir. So Noir usually means something a little darker, and that's what we get with the bottle. We get a black bottle with gold going around it, which looks very nice. Now, this one is gonna be your darker scent profile. For those of you who love your winter scents, this is the one you're gonna wanna go for. So right off the hop, I get this blast of incense, like there's a dark, smoky incense, but then I get some sweetness too, and a little bit of creaminess. I think there's some amber in here, and I also think there's some sandalwood and maybe some vanilla. A lot of spices, like this is definitely a spicier fragrance. This one's a little more smooth, whereas this one has extra kick for sure. This is a more masculine take than this one. Masculine DNA, darker, more mysterious. If you want to be that guy in the winter time, this is what you're gonna wear. We have top notes of incense, so that's where you get that blast of like smokiness with some iris. So same thing, a little bit of that powderiness in this one. We have jasmine and we have magute. And then for our middle notes, we have honey, tonka bean, and vanilla. Our middle notes is where that sweetness is gonna come through. So you start off with some of those darker incense, and then you get to the sweetness in those middle notes. And then for our base notes, we have amber, musk, oud, and sandalwood. So you're getting a more spicy, sweet, incensey creaminess. Definitely more spicy than this one. If you like your masculine scents, I would say that this is what you're gonna go for. If you're looking for a more fresh, uplifting, yet unique, powdery, creamy scent profile, you're gonna go for Majestic Blue. Now, these are very different. I wouldn't say that these are blind buy worthy because they're niche fragrances. You're going to pay a premium price tag for these scent profiles. Good scent profiles but you are paying a premium. So what I would do is if you go on Max Aroma, you can actually sample these fragrances before committing to a full bottle. I'm gonna have links down in the description. Please sample it, don't blind buy, because niche is so unique. It's not worth paying for something that you don't know the smell of, and then it just sits on your desk and you never use it. These are phenomenal, but you gotta make sure you actually like them before committing to a full bottle. Now, who are these for? I would definitely say that this one could be slightly more youthful. This one is definitely not a youthful scent. This one is spring, summer, but it can be rocked year round because of that fresh opening, but then you get some of those darker notes slightly in the dry down. So I would say this is for guys, but it could be unisex. But I would say for your guys in that 24 to 35, 40 range, I would say this would be a good one. Velour Noir, I would definitely say this is your winter and fall fragrance, or nighttime. This can work for a date night for sure, but you gotta be a certain persona to be able to really fully wear this and pull it off. This is gonna be for your more mature men. This is gonna be for your guys that have a little bit of stubble. Maybe you wear a leather jacket. You like your darker scent. You like something that's a little more mysterious. That's when you're gonna wear this. So I would say 30s to 40s range. Maybe late 20s. I think you could pull it off, but this is a very dark, spicy, yet slightly creamy sweet fragrance. And this is a fresh, creamy, sweet fragrance. Very unique, and that's what niche is all about. Unique scent profile, that's why you pay a premium. They're not gonna be as mass appealing, but you can find something that maybe just works for you. So those are my reviews on Moresque parfums. We have Majestic Blue and Velour Noir. Very unique scent profiles. Get your samples in the description before committing to a full bottle. Now I'm gonna have another video here about niche perfumes. I'm gonna have another one here. So go check those out, get some information, and use Max Aroma. And we'll see you in these videos.